Hi and welcome here on PieroSini.com, the wine show. And I'm once again really lucky and happy to be back here on Tenuta dell'Ornellaia. I hope that you remember last year I visited the winery. I met a really cool interview with Axel Heinz, the winemaker. Today I'm going to talk about the man who's responsible let's say for the vineyards, because as you know, 80% or maybe more regarding the quality of the wine is made in the vineyards. And today I have a really cool guest, Leonardo Raspini.
Thank you very much for the cool. So yes, thank you very Piero. We're coming on Ornellaia again. Yeah. And yes, we in Ornellaia we are quite lucky because we have people that are in charge with us completely. Passionate by viticulturist and enology. So Axel, he is a winemaker, but absolutely is a beautiful agronomist. And myself, I'm an agronomist in my professional path. But of course, I have to do Ornellaia with Axel every year. So we have developed a good.
I think a good marriage, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not so that, as I described, that the work is really separately. I mean, you're talking to what's going on in the vineyard or in the cellar, right?
You have to discuss a lot to obtain the maximum. Okay. So to have a good relationship, and not that don't mean always to be in agreement, but sometimes we have to have a good disagreement.
Yeah, of course.
Because you have to match in your opinion with the other's opinion. And in the end, we have just to have one person that decide for the right path. But I will don't know to you who is the man with the right decision.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the results are obviously always, let's say the same, because outstanding wines, actually, your wines,
We think that our wines are a beautiful interpretation of this incredible part of Tuscany.
It's really beautiful.
Tuscany.
Tuscany, we are here, I think that you remember, we're here in Bolgheri, which are close to the sea, so you have a really nice breeze coming from the sea, and we are not so far from the coast, but we are more in the, let's say, nascosto tra I boschi.
Just in the hoods there, yes. Like the winery where we are now. So this is a very incredible place because the hoods around us give to the vineyards a different breath respect to the other part of Tuscany. So the sun on the sea, the breath from the hoods, so all the things makes something different. And this is very important around the world, not only for Bolgheri, of course.
Okay.
And Ornellaia is in the central part of Bolgheri. And we have terroir so particular here around the cellar, but in Bellaria area just around Bolgheri little village. So the connection between these two areas give us the opportunity to interpret the maximum. The Bolgheri behavior. Bolgherese.
Okay, so we have a focus today. It will be a little bit more, not say technical, but we're going to taste 4 wines actually, and which for me quite was a sorpresa. What do you say, sorpresa in English?
A surprise.
A surprise, right?
A surprise. Very, very, very easy for Italian word. Very Italian word.
Yeah. Therefore, I like really the language, Italian language. So we are going to taste a white wine from Tenuta dell'Ornellaia, right?
Can
you show it?
Absolutely. Poggio alle Gazze. Poggio alle Gazze is the wine that arrives from our history, because in the beginning of our estate we produced a good quantity of white wine called Poggio alle Gazze from the beginning.
You said it as Sauvignon Blanc. 100%.
100% Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
And this version arrives from little parcels around our vineyards. Why? Because in the 2001 we produced 80,000 bottles of this wine arriving from the parcels just around the Ornellaia's house. In 2001 we decided that we had to give more capacity to the Serre Nuove project. Serre Nuove is our second wine that we will taste after.
Wine.
Absolutely.
I have to
so in that moment we will sacrifice, we had sacrificed Poggio alle Gazze, because the soils in our analysis were better for Serre Nuove production and not for Poggio le Gazze. So we have the destination of 10 hectares of Sauvignon Blanc changes in 1 year in Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, and Petit Verdot to give more shoulder to Serre Nuove. And after this happened, because from 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Serre Nuove increased his capacity, we come back to our feeling, and we have tried to make again a Poggio le Gazze Sauvignon Blanc with adjusting just the vinification, giving a little barrel fermentation for 1/3, 1/3 of first passage barrel, and the third part of this vinification was made in vats, in stainless steel vats.
So the idea was to create more like not an easy drinking Sauvignon Blanc, more like a little bit.
Yes, a little more structured Sauvignon Blanc. So a white wine that tasted like a red wine.
Yeah, which fits to this area actually, right?
Yeah, is absolutely a sfida, capacity to give, come si dice sfida in English, sfida. It's a challenge. It's a challenge for us because, of course, this is absolutely a red terroir. But we've tried to, year by year, to give us the opportunity to offer to our customers, to you, for everybody, our concept in white wine. So
this is the phoenix of Ornellaia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's taste it. Well, the color it's quite intense, not too much intense, but it's really, it's really fragrant. It's really absolutely Sauvignon Blanc with really juicy in the nose. Nice gooseberry also. Yeah, beautiful. Good freshness actually. I didn't expect it. So let's taste it. You did it?
Yeah, absolutely. I've just did it.
Well, it's really well structured in the mouth. It's really juicy also in the mouth. It has I was frightened that this is lacking of acidity, but it's really nice acidity actually, well balanced, which is really refreshing for this area actually, right?
You have to consider that 2010 was one of the fresher vintages in the last 10 years. So a lot
in
of
the future, right?
Yes, and we have in the future. We have just released 2009, for example. That was not bad. Considering the season, consider the vintage very, 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 very warm, and the final a lot of heat. But of course, we take a lot care to have wine with acidity in the final. So for us, it's very important. So our vineyard management and our vinification after the harvest are dedicated to maintain the freshness of the wine.
Okay, allora Leonardo, for this wine, really, complimenti. It's really
thank you very much.
Good interpretation of the terroir. It's I think it's really good to drink. It has elegance, it's freshness, and it's not boring actually. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, this is one result we have just arrived because it's not easy for the white wine. It's sometimes is like a fitness for your mind, for your thinking.
Yeah, I think you have to do many work in the vineyards here to produce a white wine, right?
Yeah, a lot, not too much, no more absolutely than the red wine. So for us this is a safety because we have only to arrive just a little before the red varieties for the harvest. And when we come back from the holiday, we wait just a few days, and then a few days we harvest the white wine.
Okay, so thanks for that, and we are heading to the next wine.
Perfect.
Okay, so the next wine is 09 Le Serre Nuove, which normally I always recommend to buy Le Serre Nuove because I think it can age really nice. You can drink it young, but can really age really
absolutely good. It has a beautiful structure that the tasting of the first vintages from 97, 97 was the first, the first one, and so in 97, 98, 99 recommended us for an aging very well, this wine can aging very well, without problem, because as extracted with the Cabernet Sauvignon too. The high percentage is Merlot, 50%.
But it's always the, let's say, the barrels which don't pass to Ornellaia, or do you have special vineyards for the Serre Nuove?
No, we all our vineyards, so we have 100 hectares, and some of these are dedicated to Masseto, others are 4 hectares are for white varieties. The rest, 88, 89 hectares, are in selection for Ornellaia and Serre Nuove. So we have the vineyards dedicated to Serre Nuove. We decide the final blend only 1 year after the vintage. So this is a very important phase for us, is a luxury for us, because we wait for 1 year, and to maintain 1 year separate each base wines means a lot of work inside the cellar, because we have to rack separately, maintain all the character of the wines separately for 1 year. Only 1 year after the vintages we make the blend, and so the Serre Nuove, in the Serre Nuove arrived the wines that are from tendencial, from white, from the younger vineyards, and from the vineyards that can give the more suitable tannins. And so,
let me ask you one question. You don't use so much irrigation, right? I saw it coming here. I didn't saw so much irrigation system. So it means that you let your wines suffer or work.
Yes, we have we are lucky because unlucky because we haven't water for irrigation. But we are lucky for this too, because we can give to the plants the opportunity to go very deep in the soil with the roots. And so
really important for this area, right?
Very important. We don't use a drop of water for the irrigation. You have to you have to manage the vineyards to permit to the vines to go in the deepness. And this area is very beautiful because the soils are very deep. So just one number, Piero, if you permit me to give this number. In July, we have made a lot of trials with the University of Florence, and in July the plants can breathe a lot of water from the soil if is available. And in average, they take from the soil, each plant of vine, each day, from 4 to 8 liters of water. So they take 8 liters of water and release in the atmosphere. So how much water you have to give to the plants each hectare to have this situation? A lot, too much. So only maintaining the canopy, not too much, plenty of leaves. So only to manage the balancement inside the plant, you can avoid the stress conditions. So we try each year to make this. We don't know if you have each year the good results, but we try.
Leonardo, well, it's a really interesting topic actually. And you know, I'm an agronomist too, actually.
Oh la la.
Oh la la. But so we are tasting here now Le Serre Nuove 09. This is cool. And this is, as you mentioned before, 09 was
absolutely a hot year. A very strange season because the first part was quite dry, but with the right rains and the right moment. So the plants were plenty of energy until the mid of August. When arrived a very hard wind from the south, Scirocco. Scirocco is the wind from the Africa.
It's really hot.
Very hot, humidity, and the normality.
So you don't like Scirocco?
You don't like Scirocco, not myself, but the plants nothing, because the Scirocco gives with high temperatures during the day, bring high temperatures during the night.
Also,
so this is the problem, because the plants cannot breathe during the night. And this develop a stress situation. And in 2009, after the mid of August, we play for 20 days in difesa. We like in defense. So for 20 days we have had problems to realize just in the final phase of the ripening the real capacity to harvest and harvest, waiting and waiting. So for the Merlot was absolutely a very difficult vintages. After the mid of September, the season changed with some rains, so the Cabernet Sauvignon have had the possibility to ripe differently.
Okay, so let's taste the wine. It's beautiful color, really intense, and the nose. It's an inky, really red, dark berry, fruity nose actually, with some chocolate, some Arabian coffee, really nice. Not too much, more on the fruit side. Wow. Good complexity. Yeah, it's this is beautiful. It's like it's so juicy. It's really nice and refreshing acidity. My lovely Maserati tannins, really good and well balanced. It's like you have spiciness also, eucalyptus, some menta. It's really complex, and it lingers really long. It's absolutely great, Le Serre Nuove. I think 09. It's you feel the warmness also a little bit, but it don't has this raisin style, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's more like really on the fruit side. I think this is result of good work in the vineyards.
Yeah, we don't wait for the hour ripening, of course, because the hour ripening gives the wine some little sensation of sweetness, excessive sweetness.
So you were in the right moment, in the right place, you did the right harvest. Okay, complimenti once again.
Grazie di nuovo.
Wow. Okay, so the last wine is from the small bottle, but it's the same wine. It's 09 Ornellaia, which is definitely one of the greatest wines of Italy. Yeah, you can say, I say so. Can you?
Yes, absolutely. One and two.
So I'm really curious to taste the 09 because the Serre Nuove was really great.
Yeah, Serre Nuove is like a preview for Ornellaia. So if you like Serre Nuove style, you can buy Ornellaia, and if you can put aside for a long aging time. So the function of Serre Nuove is very important for this. Gives the customers a message on the style of the vintage.
Well, Ornellaia is the top wine. It's like still a Bordeaux blend. Yeah?
Absolutely.
For those who don't know.
We have 4 varieties that arrived, that we guessed in Ornellaia's terroir from Bordeaux. So our guests, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Petit Verdot, and Merlot, arrived from there, of course, in their capacity to produce spectacular wines.
Yeah. So first vintage was just
85.
85, yeah?
Yes, in 85 we produced the first vintage, and then the next year with 2010 vintage will be our 25th anniversary, and we will celebrate that.
I'm sure you will.
Yes, I think it would be very interesting on the Ornellaia 2010. But in 2009, the balancement between the component is very interesting. It's very interesting because the season wasn't balanced. We have just explained it before with Serre Nuove, because first phase in the season very fresh, and the second phase very hot.
Yeah.
But in the wine, these two phases found the the balancement, the equilibrium.
Yin and yang, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, yin and yang.
Yeah.
And we have tried to give to the wine this opportunity.
Okay, which also fits to your new artist, right? Vendemmia di Artista.
Vendemmia di Artista, exactly.
Is it yin and yang? I don't know, actually. I'm not so experienced with Asiatic mentality. The yin and yang is Chinese, I don't know. Well, you can pose it here if you want. So, let's taste the wine, Leonardo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, color, it's like, yeah, beautiful. Okay. Okay, so it's more profound, yeah, obviously. It's not so open at this moment, but it has a really, great elegance. Yeah, you can really, you can feel it directly. Well, it's young, okay. 09, it's really, really young. Well, lots of dark and red berries, some chocolate too. It's great. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's I'm kind of mancano un po' di parole. Really velvet on the mouth, on the palate. Really soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The velvety of 2009 surprised us from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because the tannins are not so huge, but completely ripe.
Yeah.
And not overripe, because the season could be a little difficult in this. But you haven't the harshness in the final. So the tannins are very, very like a circle. You can taste like a little circle in your mouth.
Yeah.
And in 2009 on Ornellaia, you can find this because the blend is a little different from the usual. So we used more Cabernet Franc.
Okay.
Cabernet Franc is absolutely one of the best opportunities that here in Bolgheri we can use. And this is in the Cabernet Franc, this is a difference is more important with Bordeaux, for example, because the Cabernet Franc here is absolutely not upset. It's incredible. And in 2009 we had the 21% of Cabernet Sauvignon, of Cabernet Franc. So it's the higher percentage. It is very important in your mouth. You can taste these aromatic.
And this is no Bud Spencer boring stuff. This is really, really on point. The wine, really, the freshness is incredible. And well, I think that I'm convinced 09 Ornellaia also. For me, spectacular vintage, I think, and has a good potential to age also. And yeah, absolutely. It's maybe
because the complexity is not the complexity gives the quality of the vintage, not the extraction. This is not very huge Ornellaia. In 08 we had a completely different Ornellaia. 06, for example, absolutely. This is more closer to 07, because the percentage of polyphenols are quite the same, but here with more ripening than in 07.
And you could start earlier to drink it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You can just now you can feel the roundness of the tannins, and of course. I suggest in all the languages to wait, aspettare, stop, and stop your feeling versus this wine and put in the cellar for 4 or 5 years at the minimum. If you can. If you cannot, you can enjoy it from the beginning.